Hey, Bogey, what's up? Did I say that right? Is it Bogey?
Yeah, it's Bogey.
Welcome.
How's it going?
How are you?
I'm doing all right. So I guess I just wanted to see, are you guys voting for Kamala Harris? Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, all right. So I guess I should say like why I don't think that she's a good candidate.
Sure.
I guess for one, I would start. Are you guys aware of her prosecutor history in California?
Very aware of it.
Okay, so as somebody that's a big supporter and a big advocate for recreational marijuana legalization across the board, I don't think that I would vote for a candidate that put people in jail for it. That goes completely against the.
She didn't. That's just a lie.
She did.
No,
she did.
Bogey,
it is
Bogey,
a lie. It's not a lie.
Bogey, not one single person of those 1,800 people were put in jail for marijuana possession. Not one of them. They either had other crimes that they committed with possession, or they had felony amounts that is distribution. But you know what else she did? She had a program that allowed people who were caught with possession to go to school. And if they went to school and got education, their records were expunged. She pushed for that all the time.
They shouldn't even need to do that for low-level marijuana.
She doesn't. But listen, brother, with all due respect, she didn't make the laws. She was the attorney general and the district attorney. She is bound to uphold the laws of the state of California. That's her job. So while she upheld the laws for the state of California, it appears that she used everything in her power to make sure that people weren't going to prison for just possessing marijuana. She was zero of the people went for possession, zero. And she put all sorts of programs in to help people get those records expunged when they were just arrested for possession. She also advocates she advocated consistently for classifying marijuana, and now she advocates for recreational marijuana.
Okay, so my question is you think that she like completely just changed up her position now that she's?
I mean, I did.
She did that stuff while she was a prosecutor.
If you look at me 10 years ago, I was absolutely against marijuana. And when she was a prosecutor at that time, most of the country was against it. I mean, we have since the early 1900s, we've had people within the paper industry putting out propaganda films saying that cannabis was bad, like it would mess with your mind. Like my parents grew up watching videos that were like, hey, if you let your daughter smoke cannabis, then they're gonna have sex with black men. Like, yeah, and the cotton industry.
Of course they did all that because and especially the timber people pushing it because it would hurt their industry. Of course, they did that type of propaganda. So
exactly. So the state lawmakers, like, they were behind. She was ahead of the state lawmakers, but she still has to, like, her job is to apply the law or to prosecute according to the law, right? She doesn't get to just say, I don't really like this statute, so I'm not prosecuting.
Yeah, and okay, so another I guess thing I have against her is I don't and I don't know if you guys think that this is true or this is just kind of a rumor, but I firmly believe that she kind of sucked her way to get to where she is. She went down on many politicians.
You are disgusting.
How is that disgusting?
You are literally vile.
How is that
because
disgusting?
Why do you
You are
that?
vile.
How is that disgusting if it's the truth?
Well, let's see if it's disgusting then, Bogey. Let's see who it's disgusting. Who did she sleep with to get ahead?
It doesn't matter who she slept with.
No, just who. Obviously, you wouldn't make that claim without knowing
of what
somebody.
You're saying.
Right? You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't make that claim without knowing somebody.
Why do I have to know anybody? Why do I have to know one person?
Well, how would you know that she slept her way to the top if you don't know a single person that she slept with that helped make her career?
I mean, just because I don't know the specifics of it doesn't mean that I don't know.
Well, no, that's exactly what it means. If you don't know the specifics, then you don't know. You've just heard something. What about her? Not even just Republican. I mean, I know you're going to say that's a Republican talking point, but that's no. I didn't say that. No, I'm specifically not saying that. Okay, you know what I think it is? I think it's something. Also. No, I think this is misogyny, and the reason I say that is like. I bet that most of the people talking about this don't spend very much time talking about the affairs of Donald Trump. I also want to point out that even if that was true, that you have no evidence of, even if that was true, that would show that in this country, in order to get ahead as a woman, you have to have sex with men. Because what she actually did, like her her actual career, her actual education, it was prolific. She's very, very well qualified for every position she had. So if you're saying that she got those positions because she did something, which of course you can't prove, then wouldn't that show a big problem in our country, that somebody as qualified as her, the only way she could get that position would to be sleeping her way to the top? And again, you have no evidence of that. None. She dated somebody who was a mayor once. That's the only evidence you have. You don't know that's the only evidence you have, but that's the evidence that you have.
He was the mayor after they dated. I just want to clarify that.
Right.
Okay, but that's like, that doesn't really kind of disprove what I said, though.
No,
we can't
it does.
disprove.
It
you
does.
make a claim, it's your job to defend the claim.
No, you said she was S-ing D. So what you need to show right now is proof of that, or you are a disgusting misogynist spreading lies. Do you understand that women's sexuality should not be demonized? No, listen.
How can I quantifiably prove that? How can I say, okay, so if I pull up one senator that says that, oh yeah, Kamala
no,
Harris,
you need actual proof. No, not men being misogynistic online and you being like, yeah, I'm also a misogynist. I'm going to help proliferate these lies. Actual proof. There's a difference, right? You're just spreading misogyny. This is the difference. In society, if a man has sex with women that he works with, it's like, yeah, he effed her, right? And you're saying that a woman expressing her sexuality and getting pleasure through sex is wrong. I'm here to tell you that it's not. Men get a pat on the back. Men get a pat on the back for having sex, and you're trying to demonize a woman for finding pleasure in sex. It is misogyny, and it needs to stop.
No,
you are spreading lies, and you need to stop. Unless you have intimate knowledge of whether or not Kamala Harris S is D, then you need to stop spreading misogynistic lies. Do you got it?
It's called
can you comprehend the line of logic, or are you going to continue spreading misogynistic lies?
Well, she's asking you questions, and she keeps asking
No, I'm asking you to answer my question, not continue narrativizing in a misogynistic way.
I'm not narrativizing. I am going to answer your question. So the reason that it's different is because men and women are different, and we have societal standards that apply to us. Like
yeah, the patriarchy, Bob.
Yeah, more misogyny. More misogyny from Bogey is here. You need to vote Republican.
How is that misogyny? That men and women are different? How is that misogyny?
The patriarchy.
Stop going around the internet pretending that you're a leftist. It's offensive. You need to.
I'm not a leftist.
Yeah, you're definitely not a leftist. Stop going around the internet lying about it.
How long have you been married?
I'm a libertarian.
How long have you been married? How long
libertarians come from Marxism. You don't even know anything about the political ideological
Libertarians do not come from Marxism.
Hold on.
Yes, they do.
Hold on, guys, please, everybody, please. Bogey, how long have you been married?
I'm not married. What is it?
Shocking. Absolutely shocking.
How many people have I had sex with? That's kind of a personal question. Why?
It is a personal question, but you're up here speculating on a stranger's sexual history, so obviously you wouldn't mind if we dug into yours, right?
Well,
right,
I mean,
Bogey? You wouldn't mind that, because if you can come up and talk about a stranger, then so how many, Bogey?
She's a prominent politician.
How many, Bogey? How many people have you had sex with,
You're spreading misogynistic lies.
How many, Bogey?
How many have I slept with? About 20.
About 20. Oh, okay. And what do you think about those women who slept with you outside of wedlock?
Most of them were just one night stands, and I wouldn't, do anything with them besides have sex with them. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, what you're describing is misogyny. You see, this is just like don't deny you're a misogynist and then come up here and be a misogynist.
How am I denying that I'm?
You said that you use women.
What did I say that was
sex.
misogynistic? Please.
You just said you use women just for sex and you wouldn't do anything else with them.
No, I said
disgusting. You are disgusting.
How is that disgusting?
Well,
please.
Look, one-night stands are fine. People can have one-night stands. It's your position on why they're one-night stands, right? Your position is that these women were only worth one thing to you, and that was a little bit of pleasure, and that's it. Like you would.
Okay, what's wrong with that? And there's certain women, that are worth more than.
What's wrong with that is that's a human.
Oh, it's the way you're speaking about them.
Because you got to understand that there's certain women that I'm okay with just having sex with, and there's
certain women that
and there's certain women that I want more from, and it's the same thing with women and men.
So
like,
you would never marry a woman who's had sex with 20 people, though, right?
I mean, it depends on those 20. It depends when there's like were those 20 people all one night stands. Does she have an
just keep
OnlyFans?
talking.
Well, I mean, what, it's the exact same number as
misogyny.
Same number as you, Bogey.
More misogyny.
Bogey,
More
let's just say-
misogyny.
Bogey, let's just say it's the exact same number as you. Let's just say it's the exact same number as you. Would you marry a woman who's had as many one night stands as you've had?
But I'm a man and she's a woman, though. There's a difference.
Yeah, that's called misogyny, you idiot.
No, it's not. It's called being different. It's called being different.
All
it's
right,
called
brother.
being different.
Hey,
You are disgusting.
Hey,
Let
when
me
you
ask you
beat
a
it to
question.
Andrew Tate's webcams later, let me know how that goes for you. Enjoy your Hustlers University. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
What
Guys,
the
don't
that?
be that guy. Stop fucking it up for men. That guy needs nobody ever sleep with that guy again also. I'm sure that won't
He
be
didn't
hard.
like that. This is the funny thing. He thinks people that won't sleep with him a second time is because it's his own choice. No, it's because women can't stand you because you speak about them like this. That's why you're not married as well. That's why, like, you think it's because you're choosing. You're like, oh, yeah, I just don't want these women. They don't want you. Like, are you kidding me?
Like just the part of me that like comes from that background of patriarchal background, like it does make me sad. It does make me sad that that's the way that this person is going through life. Like there's so many relationships you could have outside of sex. There's so many experiences you could have. There's so many friendships. I spent a lot of my life not developing those friendships and thinking only about my dick. So I'm not going to sit up here and be on my high horse and pretend that wasn't me. Like, and pretend that like I didn't do that in my life. I understand where that person's coming from, but like we should grow out of that. It shouldn't exist in the first place. But when you're exposed like this, brother, like I just hope you take a look in the mirror and realize that you're talking about people. You're talking about humans. You're talking about somebody's daughter. You're talking about somebody's sister. You're talking about somebody's mom. These are human beings. And for you to say like, it's cool if I sleep around, but not if somebody else sleeps around, and then also accuse somebody of sleeping around without any evidence. I mean, that's insane. I've went through Vice President Harris's, like everything I can find. I have found pictures of her with people that she dated. Now she's been married for, I think, 10 years. It's so normal. It is, her life is very, very normal. There's nothing there that says she slept her way to the top. I think what you see is a beautiful, intelligent woman and you can't figure it out. And so you're like, oh, because she's beautiful, she must have slept her way to the top. It couldn't possibly be her brain. Well, remember, she was elected. She wasn't appointed to her positions. These were all elections. So that means the people of California stood up and said, we want her.